see. See if it's working. Close. It'd be crazy if this was actually working. First try without any issues. Be pretty crazy. Let's see. View channel. Live. It's probably the other channel that's not on my phone. Switch account. This one. Stop. View channel. The fucking thumbnail is my stupid dog. Artcraft. Hello, Mr. Craft.
Yeah. What?
You're live on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Can we send you a link? Oh, you guys are gonna see more stupid ass.
What?
You're live on YouTube right now. Here. Look it. Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
Motherfucker says 6-7 in chat. That's crazy. Alright. Let's go back to the Arch fucking installation guide because we're gonna need it. Let's be honest here. I've never done this before. I'm not good at fucking Linux stuff. I mean, I can use it, obviously. But, I mean, I'm using Manjaro. Here, let's open up my terminal. Wow. Very cool. We got the dog. That's about it. I mean, it's a terrible terminal. Let's be
Your
honest,
thigh
guys.
look barely visible.
It's visible enough.
Barely.
We got C Matrix. That's about as far as my knowledge goes. All of this was making sure that my Wi-Fi was working on it. Turns out when you have a virtual machine, it automatically has Wi-Fi. And trying to make Wi-Fi work on it is gonna make you fucking feel like it's broken when it's not. So that's why it stopped. Whoa. This all looks like a foreign language to me.
I wonder who's the other guy watching with me right now.
There's only one
Probably
viewer.
you.
Yeah, it's me. I'm going to check and make sure that this is actually good quality real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. I can see enough. Cool. Now we don't need to watch that. To fucking watch my own stream. Whoa. I can hear it through your fucking thing, by the way. Is my desktop...
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to... Okay, never mind. We're good. Desktop audio's working.
I think my mic is just louder
These are
than
safety
yours.
shorts, by the way.
No.
These are shorts. I should probably make it more visible. Look, shorts. Don't fucking ban me. Alright. I already pinged it. Update system clock. Whoa. Intro. See, if I move this... Oh, okay. Well,
Just take off your sweater, man.
if I move this, the thing isn't visible. And I want to move this to my other web thing.
Maybe just take off your sweater to make yourself look less masculine.
The hoodie, trust me, the hoodie is helping. What can I put back there?
Maybe just take off your sweater to make yourself look less masculine.
Fucking putting the terminal over here. No, we're not. The word thigh cam is not going to be visible, guys. Sorry. Should have made it white. Pink or something.
Imagine if Bino starts watching the stream.
I don't give a fuck if you're watching my stream or not. Why would I give a fuck? Your brother's watching your stream and you have your thighs out. Fucking big fucking wop. Or what, whatever, I don't fucking know.
Can you put your information here? I'm gonna go shower.
Tell your sister to be chill. Alright.
Why are you specifically using my account on your phone?
Because I don't have a Gcash account because I deactivated because I'm not 18.
Can you just input the
Wow.
the fucking payment method?
Wow. It makes so much sense. This works. You know what? Maybe this is.
You know, this is gonna waste a lot of time.
Just do it.
I guess we're already partitioning disks. I don't want to do that. That's why I didn't want to do that. I don't want to fucking do
Stop
this.
complaining. That's an international
If
competition.
this.
Hey, Nafa, I'm sorry with what my sister's doing right now.
Tell her to be quiet. Tell her to
Just
make you
put
a
it so
sandwich.
it can be faster.
This is my fucking money on the line.
I'm just typing in shit. We're gonna be watching YouTube videos quite a lot to figure this out. How to install Arch Linux. Step by step.
Alright,
guide.
today I'm going to be showing you
Oh, we're not using Arch install.
how to install
that
Arch
what it's gonna
Linux
tell me?
on your physical computer the easy way. It's been a while since
I
I've done one of
fucking
these, but
hate
we're
it when
going
my
to
sister borrows
also
my
set up
fucking,
our networking as well as
e-wallet
users on
account.
this new Arch.
Partitioning,
I'm gonna hit
yes.
back, and you can see a plus being added by.
That's not what I wanted. What the fuck did you do?
Why connect to the internet? Well, you may need some packages. Now we're really ready to start our
Mirrors.
installation. In order to go back for the locales, make sure you press.
Hey, it'll take you 4 hours if you want here to pay here. And
You
I
can definitely
specifically
see that
need my
as we
fucking
have a few
e-wallet,
options.
and
Hold on, I'm trying to watch this video, Arcraft.
it is pretty inconvenient.
Mute yourself, bro.
4 hours.
Mute yourself when you're talking to your sister that's not related to the
Our
damn...
deadline's tomorrow.
Options to select from. We're now booting into the proper portion of the media. There's Arch Linux install medium and a second option with speech if you want it, but you want to select the first option if you can, and that will load into the installer.
Oh
now, it
my
may
fucking
take a few
god,
moments
dude.
as things
I'm
are
gonna just
getting
fucking mute
ready
my
to
mic at
device.
this point.
List that'll give you all the available Wi-Fi adapters on your computer. Process. Now I have a bunch of Wi-Fi's, the root calling Arch Linux packages. Now we're really ready to start our installation. In order to start, all you have to do is type in Arch install and press enter. This is a great script that does almost everything for you. We're gonna get walked through the entire.
Why would I want to do that? I want to do it the hard way. No one wants to use Arch install. I want to do it the hard way for bragging rights. The hard way. I'm not using Arch install. The fuck do you think this is? Yeah, wow. I'm sure this video is great.
Anyway, now that we have network connectivity, what we could do is type arch install.
Wow. What we can do is type Arch install? No! No! I want to do it the hard way.
And what that's going to do is launch the Arch Linux installer.
Okay, anyways, now I'm back.
I want to do this the hard way, man.
What do you mean by hard way?
Okay, so there's two ways to do this. You do it manually, or you do it with Arch install. And I want to do it the hard way. I want to do it the difficult, fucked up, stupid way. So I not fucked up, but you know,
I'm gonna advertise your stream right
the
now.
monkey way, not the monkey way, the fucking cool tech guy way, where they just do it. The hard way, please. This guy
Anyway, now
is-
that we
I'm
have
gonna advertise you, man.
Yes, because without Arch install. This is a 2-hour-long video.
To install Arch Linux.
2-hour-long
which is a
videos,
operating system,
crazy.
using the official installation guide, not using the Arch install command line executable.
The guide sucks. Let's be honest here. I've had to like
So
look up
first of
things
all,
30 times.
Arch Linux. There's the wiki page. It started in the year 2002. It's always up to date because it's a rolling
Dark Souls
release
tutorial?
model. Let's go to the website, official website. This part of the main web page is about latest news. So let's see how we
What is
can
this guy
have these
doing?
things side by side.
Yeah, I would do it side by side, but just pain. Yes, whatever. Fuck it. We'll do it side by side.
Okay. So says require the ISO, acquire the ISO, which I did. I did not check the ISO, but then I downloaded over BitTorrent, and then there's chunking and hash summing and everything. So I guess the ISO has been downloaded correctly. It has also booted correctly, so that's also a good
Look,
sign.
guys, you can see the fucking words again.
I've booted in the live. Beam Nano MC Edit. Okay. Set the console. Okay, Control C case with booting in UEFI mode, so we need a EFI. What is it? Says that it has.
I'm using boxes, by the way, to do this. I might end up fully doing Arch Linux, like, not fully doing it, but like, running it as my main distro. Let's get rid of this so I can see myself. There we go. But I'm not doing it right now because I have a lot of important data on my thing, and also Manjaro is pretty cool still. Let's be honest.
Created a
Yum.
DOS MBR disk
GPT.
label, which we do not want. We want a GPT partition table. So let's go
Okay,
M
where
for
were you on
help.
partitioning?
In there.
In this video, I'm going to show you some of the basics of fdisk. What is fdisk?
That
fdisk
that tutorial sucked. Guy was just all over the place.
Hey,
is
pick
a
that up.
partition.
What?
Holy shit, dude.
This guy I'm watching, by the way. In case anyone's curious.
I have the most awful roommate known to mankind.
What's your sister doing?
Manager. It allows you to create.
You realize I can hear you, right? Where I can hear my stream through your voice or your mic.
You're the one who's pathetic who cannot even pick their shit up.
partitions. So this is typically used when you're installing Linux, especially using command line installations of Linux. So when you're installing really minimal Linux distributions like Arch Linux, Gentoo, many server distributions, typically they involve you installing Linux through the command line, and you have to actually use command line tools to partition your disks. Now there's several command line partitioning tools out there. FDisk is probably the standard tool. It's typically the one that you see recommended in most Linux distributions wikis. So that's the one I'm going to talk about today. So let me switch over to my desktop because I've got a virtual machine that I quickly spun up here. So this is Arch Linux. I'm just booting directly off the live ISO for Arch Linux. So this is the very first part of the installation, which is typically the most important part of the installation of any Linux distribution. Is the very first thing you typically want to do is partition your drives. So how you typically want to do this is you want to run as root or with sudo privileges fdisk-l. Give it the L flag. And this is for list. This lists all the devices on your system. So basically all of your hard drives is typically what it's going to list out. So I have /dev/VDA for virtual disk. And I also have /dev/VDB because I created 2 virtual hard drives in this virtual machine. I also have the loopback device. We'll just ignore that. But typically, however many hard drives, solid state drives, NVMe drives, they're all going to be mounted at /dev. They're going to be given a specific name. So typically SD drives are SDA, SDB, SDC, etc. Hard drives, HDA, HDB, HDC, etc. And if you have NVMe drives, they're going to read something like /dev/NVMe 0N1 or /dev/NVMe 0N2, etc., etc. Now, I can't stress enough that it's always important to go ahead and run the fdisk-l command first before getting started because you want to make sure you know the exact names of the devices in your system. Because you don't want to accidentally format a drive, or the wrong drive. You know, I don't want to accidentally format /dev/VDB when I meant to format /dev/VDA, you know, right? So make sure that you get a listing of all your devices if you have multiple drives in your system. And then once you know the drive you want to format, go ahead and run as root or with sudo privileges fdisk space and then the name of the device. So I'm going to do /dev/VDA. And then we get into this new interactive fdisk.
Just chill out for a second so I can do the same thing. Holy shit. It actually does something.
Disk prompt where we can start typing commands that fdisk understands. If you don't know the
by the way,
commands, you can see that you can type M for help. Why is it M for help? I'm assuming M stands for help.
Hey, while you're trying to install Arch Linux, I'm just gonna fucking try making a VR chat world right now.
You know what you should do?
Mm-hmm. What?
You should get Linux on a laptop. Okay, so I know you don't.
I gotta find a laptop, buddy. Give me a laptop.
Find a laptop, and then put Arch on.
Don't ask me to find one, since I don't know anyone where I could pick up a laptop for free.
Aren't you a tech student? Like you do tech.
Yeah.
Find a computer. Like be like, hey professor, I want to try something with. I want to try and do some operating system stuff. Is it cool if I can borrow?
They don't want system modifications on their computer.
Or whatever. That's sad. I want to do this experiment. Like, bro, you were like, there's no way your college is like that fucking stuck up about their computers. That sucks.
It's strict, man.
Strict as hell. I'm sure that the professor would be able to figure out something though. Or you can get a virtual machine. And
Sorry, man, I ain't American.
Yeah, well, you should become American.
Too bad.
You should throw a bunch of tea into the ocean. That'll probably work. That's what we did.
Tea is non-existent here.
No way. I thought tea came from like China or something. You live in, you know, another Asian country. I'm sure it's the same.
Okay.
Thing. There's no way you guys don't have tea. I have tea. I mean, obviously. I mean, the South exists. I have tea in my house, actually. I might go get some. You know what would make this a lot better is if I had a can of Monster. Well, not actually. I don't like Monster that much. I like Red Bull better. If I had a can of Red Bull, this would be optimal.
If it's kind of weird to think of M for help.
I need water, though. I'll be back. Look, I have a canteen. Has the sticker for my local skate shop on it, because I'm a skater. I'm gonna go grab water for now. If she stays, you guys can look at my cat. Let's grab her real quick. Cat cam. Stay there. Go to bed. Go to bed, Meatball. She's showing you guys her butt. Stay. Go to bed. She'll probably get on in a second. She usually stays on my chair. Meatball. That's my cat's name, by the way, Meatball. I have tea in this cup, and then I have my canteen full of water. I'm sure that that's enough caffeine for an Arch Linux install at 12 o'clock in the morning. Let's make sure that my microphone.
You know what's the twist when it comes to making a VR chat world? I'ma make it fucking Quest first before PC.
Properties, device.
I'ma make the Quest version first, then the PC version.
If you find microphone. Okay, if the audio was shitty before, now it should be good. Yo, Artcraft, you're the top fan right now. You could say you're my only fan.
That's a terrible joke, man.
I know it is. Okay. I got tea. I'm happy about it. It's sweet tea. It's not no British fucking lame ass tea that's watered down with milk in it. Because that's what they do. It is, however, your American caloric 300 pounds of sugar inside of a little gallon. So, you know, we got that going for us. We should probably put on some background music, you think? Let's see. Do you think that Femtonal's music is copyrighted? I mean, what better to play than Femtonal in the background of a video?
Classical music, man.
How we're gonna make this look right? So I can have everything going on. I could think, you know.
How about Katamari?
It'll probably play eventually. I have it on shuffle, which is probably the wrong thing to do. Should only play a couple. Yeah, because that's not even fucking Femtanol. It's Male Pup. Who is that? I don't listen to Femtanol very much. I'll be honest. Let's go back. Figure out what's going on here. How do I do this? I don't know. I don't use YouTube Music, so I don't know how this shit works. Hold on. I have an idea. Explore.
And then if you play some breakcore.
Playlist all songs. Yes. Shuffle play. Yeah, this kind of low. I'm sure that little corner down there is enough for YouTube to be like, hey, we'll not remove the video. Fuck this way. I'm not go ahead with that. This is also way too loud. If I do this, it's gonna turn it down on the other end too, so I have to turn this way up.
But think of it as a help menu.
Yeah. Good. Whoa. Not what I wanted. Yeah. This is real. This is real gay people hours.
So if I type M and hit enter, we get all the commands that are available for us here in this part of FDisk.
Maybe if I
so
had
before
Hyperone,
partitioning
this would be
anything, you need to create a empty partition table. Typically on Linux, we're either going to create a DOS partition table, which is for master boot record, legacy BIOS, or you're going to create a GPT partition table, and that's for use with UEFI. So in a legacy DOS.
Interesting. This is where we're at so far, by the way. How long are we in? I don't know. We've been streaming for a while.
DOS partition table, so I'm going to type O
30
because
minutes.
you can see the last 4 key bindings are the create new label key bindings, and O creates a new empty DOS partition table. And now that we've done that, the next thing I want to do is create a new partition, and under the generic key bindings you see N adds a new partition. So N for new partition. It's going to ask, what is this new partition going to be as far as the type? Is it a primary partition or is it an extended partition? So I'm going to create a swap. I'm going to do like a 1 gig swap, and it needs to be a primary partition. Okay. Now for a DOS partition table, we have up to 4 partitions available. If you're doing UEFI, you have up to 128 partitions available. So the very first partition I created, the swap partition, will be partition number 1. And the very first sector of that partition just needs to be the very first sector. Just hit enter and go with the default number for that. And then the last sector, how big do you want this? You can give it an exact number in bytes, but what I typically do is I just do +1 capital G for 1 gigabyte. So start at the beginning and then go +1 gigabytes in size, and that created a new partition, and you can see by default it creates it as a Linux
Hell
file
yeah, I'm
system.
doing shit.
That's the type. We're going to change that to swap here in a minute, and it was 1 gigabyte in size. Now that I created a 1 gig swap, I need to create a real file system, you know, the big file system for like my Extend4 file system. So I'm going to go ahead and type in for new partition. This once again will be primary, so P for primary. Partition number This time it'll be partition number 2. The first sector, again, is the first sector available. Just hit enter. And then the last sector, you could give it an exact size, but in my case, I wanted to take up the entire rest of the disk. So all I have to do here is just hit enter.
Okay.
And you can see it created partition 2, type
14.1.
Linux, which is correct this time. Size 19 gigabytes because this 20 gig device, this virtual disk, has a 20 gig disk, and we gave 1 gig to the swap, and then the rest of it was the 19 gigs left for what's going to be my extend4 file system. Now remember, partition 1 was swap, but it created it as a partition type Linux, which isn't correct, so we need to change the type. If I type M, you can see under generic T for change partition type, so let's do that. T.
Okay. I'm lost already because I've stopped paying attention to that because of the song.
My extend4 file system. Now remember, partition 1 was swap, but it created it as a partition type Linux, which isn't correct, so we need to change the type. If I type M, you can see under generic,
it just muted the video.
T, hit enter. Which partition are we changing? We're changing partition 1. And then what is the type? Type capital L to list all. The partition type we need should be called Linux swap. And actually you can see it under aliases. You see Linux is 83 and swap is 8.
Okay. You said 83. Linux. Cool.
82. So just type 82 for swap. And now,
I would trust
typically
you.
on Linux, we're either going to create we're changing partition 1. Aliases, you see Linux. And now, if I do M for help, under the generic key bindings, you can see P prints the partition table. So I'm going to type P because I want to see if that actually changed. Yes, now /dev/VDA1, 1 gigabyte, and you can see the type is Linux swap /dev/VDA2 is 19 gigs, and it's type Linux. Now you'll notice when I printed out the list here, you can see there is a column for boot. Neither one of these partitions is bootable, and of course the big partition, the VDA2, needs to be bootable, so we can add a boot flag to that. If you look at the key bindings, there should be a key binding to actually make a partition bootable. Let me
hold on. Let me see if I can figure out which one it is without the video telling me. Yes, A. 2. Yeah. Okay, so if I push P again. Yeah. See, I figured it out. I'm smart. I'm smart as hell. See, I'm learning.
Type M to get a fresh
That's cool.
help screen here. And you can see the very first key binding, A, toggles a bootable flag. So if I type A, it's going to ask which partition do we want to make bootable. I'm going to do 2 because that's VDA2. So now, once again, I'm going to type P, and you can see there is an asterisk under the boot column for VDA2. So all of this looks good. Now we're ready to actually write the changes. So W would write, and then it automatically quit.
W. Hell yeah.
After that. Now, if you were didn't want to save, so you had partitioned everything and you realized you made a mistake and you didn't want to write, you could always cue to quit without writing the changes. But in this case, we wrote our changes and it's ready to go. Now remember, I had a second drive here. If I do fdisk /L again, remember we also had a /dev/vd.
Oh. Ooh, look, all that stuff's there.
B drive, and I could certainly do.
I don't have that, I don't think. No, I do. I have something. Just do one.
Something with that drive. Maybe what I like to do on my secondary drives, I like to have them as dedicated partitions for their own directories. So I like to have my music folder, for example, on its own partition, on its own separate drive. That way I never have to worry about when I reinstall
That's cool though, and that's probably a good idea. But I just have my the music download file. Yes, I downloaded all of these illegally. Sue me. I'm using YouTube Music. I'm using Brave browser too, so I don't get ads. Suck on that, Google. And Spotify.
I'm using uBlock Origin, man. The same thing.
I don't need to do that. My entire browser does it for me.
Music that I have, stored on one disk in this computer. That's kind
Fair
of
I
enough.
need to create a file system. Can I not just like get Dolphin? That's what I use.
You may want to have your videos directory stored on its own
I'm not gonna
partition,
do all
on its
that.
own separate
I might
drive,
do it eventually,
or
though.
your home directory. Some people just like having their entire home directory on a separate partition. So we certainly could do that. I could go back into fdisk, and we could this time do /dev/vdb for the second drive. And this drive is 20 megabytes in size. And this time I'm
VDA,
going to do N
which
for
I'm pretty sure
new,
is this one.
and then primary partition, and then partition number 1, and then the first sector. We'll just start at the first sector, and then the last sector, I'm going to make the entire 20 gig hard drive, the secondary hard drive, just one partition. And it created it as type Linux, which is correct. I'll do another extend4 file system for this. It doesn't need to be bootable because we won't be booting off of this disk. This secondary disk will be something that gets auto-mounted because we'll add this to our FS tab, our file system table later. So this is all good. I'm just going to do W to write that. And now when I do fdisk-L, you see we get some different information. We actually get the actual file system tables that we've created here, VDA1, VDA2, VDB1. And that's really everything you need to know about fdisk. I mean, from that point forward, the rest of the installation would involve other command line tools. We've already done the partitioning. I can actually show you some of the other tools that you commonly want to use after fdisk. So now that we've done this, typically what you want to do, let me clear the screen here. You want to go ahead and make your file systems. So what typically you want to do is, as root or with sudo privileges, you want to go ahead and mk swap. So make swap, and you need to give it a device. So in my case, typically that you'd commonly want to use, or with sudo privileges, you want to go ahead and
It's clear for now, like you did.
mk swap.
We're gonna trust him. I love how I'll type and then it'll just do something on the YouTube video.
Or with sudo privileges, you want to go ahead and mk swap. So make swap, and you need to give it a device. So in my case, I made my swap at /dev/v.
Yeah, mine's the same.
VDA1.
Oh, one. Whoa. Not what I wanted.
What you want to do, let me clear the screen here. You want to go ahead and make your file systems. So what typically you want to do is, as root or with sudo privileges, you want to
That
go
doesn't
ahead
look
and
like
mk
any. That does not
swap.
look like English.
So make swap.
I mean, I
and
know it's not
you
English,
need to give it a device. So in my case, I made my swap at /dev/vda1. And you can see setting up swap space. And then you need to turn the swap on. So swap on /dev/.
Oh. I typed it in wrong. It would have done it for me though. Okay, I was right.
A VDA. A1. So now
I
we've
assume
made
it
the
worked.
swap, and then we've turned the swap on. Now let's make our extend4 file systems. So you want to do this as root or with sudo privileges. mkfs for make file system dot.
MK. I think he's gonna type ext4.
ext4, and then the name of the device. So I'm going to do /dev/VDA2. And we've made that file system. And remember, we have another drive. We had VDB with just one partition, so VDB1. I'm also going to make that an extend4 file system for mounting our home directory on its own partition, or my music directory or video directory, or whatever it is I want to add to that secondary drive. And then let me clear the screen. Now, if I want to test out if that secondary drive, you know, the one.
Okay. I fucked up.
Needs to be a specific partition. And then where do we want to mount that to? We want to mount that to /MNT.
Okay, so I guess we're doing.
//. When we mount it, let's go ahead and try it here at the command line. So I'm going to, as root, mount /dev/VDB1, because it needs to be a specific partition, and then
I don't.
Where do we want to mount that to? We want to mount that to /MNT/ let's assume that it's going to be my music directory. It says /MNT/music mount point does not exist. So let's go ahead and make dir an extend4 file system for mounting our home directory on its own partition, or my music directory or video directory, whatever it is I want to add to that secondary drive. And then let me clear the screen. Now, if I want to test out if that secondary drive, you know, the VDB drive actually would work when we mount it, let's go ahead and try it here at the command line. So I'm going to, as root, mount /dev/VDB1, because it needs to be a specific partition. And then where do we want to mount that to? We want to mount that to /MNT/.
I'm making something right now.
Let's assume that it's going to be my music directory. It says /MNT/music mount point does not exist. So let's go ahead and make dir /MNT/music, and then rerun the mount command. So again, mount /dev/VDB1 at /MNT/music. And now that drive has been mounted to that particular directory. Of course, there's no music in that directory. This is a fresh VM. There's actually nothing to do here. Typically, what you want to do on physical hardware, on your real hardware, you want to actually auto mount using your FS tab, your file system table file. Typically what you want to do as root, you want to open that with Vim or whatever editor you use, nano /etc/fs tab. And in this live environment on Arch Linux, there actually isn't a working FS tab, because that actually gets created later during the installation process, and I'm not actually going to run through an entire Arch installation, but I will show you how I do it on my physical machine. Let me actually switch to a different workspace here. So let me open up a terminal here, and this is actually...
I think we just succeeded. So we're gonna move on. I mean, this is this is mostly right. It's just there's not enough here for me to use personally. Installation. Let's do a fucking tutorial for this stuff.
Hello, and
Oh god. This video is old as shit.
welcome to another video. Today's episode is part in the
Fucking
series
5
where we
years.
are taking a closer look
to the Arch Linux installation procedure step by step. And today's step is the mirror, and so these packages will be installed from. So the mirrors are basically a lot of different servers. So the Arch Linux repositories which contain all the pre-compiled.
I don't want to watch this one.
Hi, I'm Denshu, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a proper, no-nonsense, and calm guide on how to install Arch Linux. Now before I begin the installation, this is a UEFI install. This means that this install is going to cover steps that are only compatible with relatively modern computers released in the last 4 to 5 years. Chances are you're probably using a computer that uses UEFI, so all the steps in here will be perfectly fine for you. However, if you're in doubt, just make sure you see this screen.
This is some advanced shit, let's be honest here. Guide. They should do a fucking full installation guide that preferably does not use Arch install. I don't want Arch install. There's no way a 30-minute video is gonna have it all.
Have you ever wanted to install Arch Linux, but maybe...
Hi, I'm Denshu, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a proper, no-nonsense, and partitions. Now over here, there's the format the partition section on the Arch Wiki. You can look at the commands that I'm going to be using from here. Partition to make things as clear as possible. Anyways, now comes the fun part, which is the...
This is a little bit... Actually, I can just turn this up, actually. It won't be that big of an issue. I thought... No. I do have to turn this down. I am very sorry, Femtanol, to turn you down. Too loud. How do I do it? Don't know how. There we go.
The installation. To do the installation of Arch Linux, we have to select the packages we want and install it into MNT. So run pacstrap space /MNT space, and now we gotta pick the packages. Now I recommend installing the ones that are listed here in the essential packages on the install guide. So that's gonna be base, Linux, and Linux-firmware. To run pacstrap space /
Please explain.
Anyways,
first.
now comes the fun part, which is the installation. To do the installation of Arch Linux, we have to select the packages we want and install it into MNT. So run pacstrap space /MNT space, and now we gotta pick the packages. Now I recommend installing the ones that are listed here in the essential packages on the install guide. So that's going to be base, Linux, and Linux-firmware. As you can see, it says
really
that
need to pay attention to what the guy's
base,
saying.
Linux, and Linux dash SOF firmware. And we also want a few other things. To install the sudo package and all the other kind of packages that we need to compile stuff, to install things from the AUR, which is probably one of the most attractive features in Arch Linux, we need to install base-devel. We're also going to want the grub boot manager, which is what we need to actually boot our system. Without this, it wouldn't work. And EFI boot MGR, which is for EFI support in grub. We're also going to want a text editor to edit text files on the terminal, We're going to use Nano, and we're going to want a network manager for when we reboot the system. That's going to be network manager with no spaces. Okay, so that should be all the basic packages we need. I'm not going to be running through installing a desktop environment and stuff. I'll probably go through that at the end of this guide. We're just doing a base install for now. So just press enter, and it's going to start downloading all those packages and installing them. So just give this a minute, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however.
Why? Oh, I ran out of space. Time to do all that again. How many gigabytes should we give it? Give it 50. Why not? No, not 500. I don't even have 500 right now. Fuck it. We'll give it 30.
How about just 24?
We have 4 gigabytes. UEFI, right? No BIOS. I think I did it wrong. That's right. We're restarting. But I actually have knowledge this time. I know what I'm doing. Kinda. Let's go back here. I click this, delete. Go back into here. Alrighty. Look, 30 gigabytes. F-dick, wow. So what are we doing? Forget. Oh, yes. W. I don't know what I'm doing. That's not what I meant to do. I forgot immediately.
In this video, I'm going to show you some of the basic partitioning anything. You need to create a empty partition table. Typically on Linux, we're either going to create a DOS partition table, which is for master boot record, legacy BIOS, or you're going to create a GPT partition table, and that's for use with UEFI. So in this VM, I'm going to do a legacy DOS partition table. So I'm going to type O, because you can see the last 4 key bindings are the create new label key bindings, and O creates a new empty DOS partition table. And now that we've done that, the next thing I want to do is create a new partition. And under the generic key bindings, you see N adds a new partition. So N for new part.
Okay, now we're back to the game. I wasn't paying attention. We're goated. P, right? I did it wrong. You know what? Fuck it. 1 kilobyte for whatever that is. I'm sure that that's fine. It's not. Q. Okay. We're goated. I think that's it. For this, at least.
The rest of it was the 19 gigs left for what's going to be my extend 4 file.
I think M, and then it's good. What does M do? M is for help. I lied. W. Yes. And then yeah, cool. We're so back.
Manager.
This guy did a bunch of shit before. I forgot what he did.
Okay, so now we're going to want to start mounting all of our partitions. So once again, always start with
Yeah, I
the root
forgot I
partition
had
to
to do
make
that, didn't
things
I?
as clear as possible. We're going to run mount dev sda3.
But I only have 200. I want 100.
You paid 60 pesos.
Yeah, then what?
This is 30 pesos left. That was 120. So I paid my own money, you paid your own money, which is 60 pesos.
30 pesos sausage. I had 300 last time. 30 pesos sausage.
This is just a standard mount directory. This is where you're expected to mount the root directory. if you're
Because
working on a system. So
because
we're
you
gonna
paid
press
60.
enter. Now we're going to want to mount the boot partition. However,
Oh,
I think
30
we're a
from
little bit
now.
lost in the sauce here. Let's go back. And...
Hey Nappa, I'm sorry about my sister right now.
In this video, I'm going to show you some of the basics of FA2 needs to be installed. You know, moving 100. This drive is 20 gigabytes. To fdisk-l. You see, we get what you want to do. Let me clear the screen here. You want to go ahead and make your file systems. So what typically you want to do is, as root or with sudo privileges, you want to go ahead and mk swap. So make swap, and you need to give it a device. So in my case, I made my swap at /dev/vda1. And you can see setting up swap space. Then you need to turn the swap on. So swap on /dev/
Wait, I didn't even make it bootable. I'm fucking retarded.
Don't ever fucking talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Cool.
of VDA1. So now we've made the swap, and then we've turned the swap on. Now let's make our extend4 file systems. So you want to do this as root or with sudo privileges, mkfs for make file system dot ext4, and then the name of the device. So I'm going to do /dev/vda2. And we've made that file system. And remember, we have another drive. We had VDB with just one partition, so
That's why I thought, like, we're lost in the sauce here. I was trying to get it done real quick, and then I fucking forgot like 30 fucking steps that I'm supposed to do.
Partitions. So once again, always start with the root partition to make things as clear as possible. We're gonna run mount dev sda3, and we're gonna mount.
We're already did shit like that. I assumed it's already mounted.
Anyways, now comes the fun part, which is the installation. To do the installation of Arch Linux, we have to select the packages we want and install it into MNT. So run pacstrap.
Getting way ahead of the fucking...
Space /MNT space.
Wow,
now
I love how I can just do this shit. I'm forgetting how to click on this.
You gotta pick the packages. Now I recommend installing the ones that are listed here in the essential packages. On the install guide, so that's gonna be base, Linux, and Linux-firmware. As you can see, it says that if you have a newer sound card, you might want to get the SOF firmware as well for sound cards. So we're gonna type that in as well, SOF firmware. And we also want a few other things. To install the sudo package and all the other kind of packages that we need to compile stuff, to install things from the AUR, which is probably one of the most attractive features in Arch Linux, we need to install base-devel. We're also going to want the grub boot manager, which is what we need to actually boot our system. Without this, it wouldn't work. And EFI boot MGR, which is for EFI support in grub. We're also going to want a text editor to edit text files on the terminal. We're going to use Nano, and we're going to want a network manager for when we reboot the system. That's going to be network manager with no spaces. Okay, so that should be all the basic packages we need. I'm not going to be running through installing a desktop environment and stuff. I'll probably go through that at the end of this guide. We're just doing a base install for now. So just press enter, and it's going to start.
Okay, so total installation size, not that big. But there's not enough free space, which means I don't think we're mounted. And that's probably that was probably the issue last time, and I just didn't think about that.
Okay, so now we're going to want to start mounting all of our parts. The root partition to make things as clear as possible. We're going to run mount dev sda3.
Oh my fucking
and we're
god,
going to
hold
mount it
on.
in /MNT. This is just a standard mount directory. This is where you're expected to mount the root directory if you're working on a system. So we're going to press enter. Now we're going to want to mount the boot partition. However, the boot partition is going to be mounted in boot EFI, which is a directory that does not exist in our root partition as of now. So if we want to make it, we're going to have to run mkdir space -p space /mn.
I think we're getting lost in the sauce. No, we're right.
T /boot /EF There you go. We've made the MNT boot EFI directory. Anyway, as you can see, SDA3 is mounted to /MNT, but we still need to mount SDA1. So
Someone's fire.
/boot /EFI, pressing enter, running LSBL.
Fuck it. We're gonna do this again. Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, again, as you can see, it's mounted there. And now we're going to turn on the swap partition. It doesn't have to be mounted anywhere. Just got to turn it on. We're going to run.
Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. And we're just gonna do this. And hopefully it'll work this time. Looks like it is. Why? Don't need to do that. It just doesn't fucking care. It's just doing what I told it to do. It's not even gonna ask me. See, I knew we were doing something wrong. I just didn't mount the fucking drive like a dumbass. Hey, Neva, maybe you should mount the drive. You know? Let's move chat over here so I can see it. Someone says something. Because I would be in the dark right now, but no, I'm not. Look guys, I'm installing Arch Linux. It's doing things right now. This calls for T.
I like how it's just you and me, and that's basically about it.
Yeah, we have to have some entertainment, man. We got the thighs, but you know, that's not enough.
I wonder if there's gonna be a random guy watching our stream. Hopefully.
Ain't nobody watching me. I'm looking and checking. This is the most, like, Linux thing ever. I have fucking thigh highs on, and I'm installing Arch Linux. Warning, possibly missing firmware. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure it'll ignore it and continue. I'm sure that all of these warnings are fine. I'm sure that all of the warnings are perfectly fine. In fact, we're going to ignore them and pretend like it didn't happen.
To run Packstrap, have a newer sound card. You might want to get the SOF firmware as well for sound cards. So we're going to type that in as well, SOF firmware. And we also going to want base install. Give this a minute, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long it takes, because your internet may be slower than mine, your internet may be faster than mine. Once it kicks you back to the terminal, we're going to come back to the tutorial, and I'm going to run you through the subsequent steps. Okay, so all the packages have been installed now, and we can move on to the next step, which is generating the file system tab. So if you run genfstab/mnt, as you can see, you'll get an out.
Okay. Gen stab/mnt. I do see that.
output in your terminal that gives you information on the file systems that are mounted there. As you can see, this is all correct. DevSDA3 is our root, DevSDA1 is our boot.
Well, let's actually look at this and see what the fuck's going on here, because I have no clue what is going on. It doesn't say boot for anything here. I don't see anywhere where it says boot. I'm sure it's fine.
And DevSDA2 is our swamp. So that's all good, but we don't want this on our terminal. We want this on a file in our disk. So we're going to run that command again just by pressing up on your keyboard. You can call back commands that you've already run. We're going to press space. We're going to type a greater than symbol, which sends the output over to a different file. And we're going to send it over to mnt etc fstab.
Cool, that worked, probably.
Press enter, and we can check the contents of any file in our system by running cat and then the name of the file, so mnt etc fstab. And as
Works.
As you can see, it has the same contents as what was outputted to our terminal. So not only is this a good way to get the file system tab carried over, but it's also a great way to learn about how to redirect output on the terminal, which is something very useful if you're looking into making scripts. Anyways, with that out of the way, we can finally go and enter our installed system. Running arch-chroot or change root /mnt, now we're in our system. So as you can
Okay, I thought he was gonna do like some arch install.
Or change root /mnt.
Okay.
Now we're in
cool
our system. So as you can see, the prompt is no longer colored because we're using the plain bash shell, and now we can start configuring everything from the inside. One very important part of setting up your system is setting the time zone. All you gotta do is run ln. This will set up a symbolic link -sf user share zone info, and now you gotta select your region. In my case, it's going to be Asia.
Oh crap, this guy's Asian.
Huh?
This guy's Asian.
What is a disguisation?
Because his area is in Asia. Okay, let's do this. So how do I figure out what it wants? Does it want US? Does it want North America? It's America.
And then Dubai. You can press.
I'm gonna assume. Yeah, it would be New York for me. Because I'm pretty sure New York is the same time as me. Yes. I'm correct.
Press tab to autocomplete and you'll get some kind of result. And we're gonna want to link this over to Etsy local time. So press
Watch this
enter.
dox me.
And now if we run date,
Yep.
as you can see, I'm gonna check my clock over here. Yes, it is 1:04, so the time is correct. Now
This guy's doing it at the same time as me. It's 1:06 for me.
we're gonna want to run HW clock
Is he live right now or something?
No, this is a 4-year-old video, dick fart.
SYS.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, autographed. That was uncalled for.
TOHC.
Oh.
That just synchronizes the system clock. And now we're gonna clear the screen again, and we're gonna
I wanted to see all this cool stuff.
do localization. Now this is another step where a lot of users get stuck on, but don't worry, I'm gonna run you through it clearly and explain what I'm actually doing.
Damn,
So we're gonna want to
yeah,
run
I get stuck
nano.
there.
Remember we
I get
installed
stuck
nano
anywhere.
before when we were installing the system. Etsy locale.gen. Now by running this,
Whoa,
you'll be
chill, homie.
before when we were installing the system. Etsy locale.gen. Now by running this,
Yeah, thank you for fucking making this super clear.
nano before when we were installing the system. Etsy locale.
Whoa.
.gen. Now by running this, you'll be editing a file that contains all the different locales available on your system. As you can see, I'm using my arrow
I don't see shit.
key to scroll down, and we want to scroll down until we find the locale you want. Now in my case, I'm going to be using this one over here, en_us.utf-8 space utf-8. So all I want to do is press the delete key to delete that hashtag, or just go in front of it and delete it. And now all we got to do is run
Someone's pissing me off. We're just gonna ignore this. Do I have to do this? We're just gonna Google that. Wow. There ain't shit here, by the way. Oh, directory does not exist. Cool. Escape then. X. Wow. That was so useful. How do I get out of this? So I typed something in wrong.
Control over here. Scroll down. Available gen. Now by installed nano before when we were installing the system, etc locale.gen. Now by
There we go.
By running this, you'll be editing a file that contains all the different locales available on your system. As you can see, I'm using my arrow key to scroll down, and we want to scroll down until we find the locale you want. Now in my case, I'm going to be using this one over here, en_us.utf-8 space utf-8. So all I want to do is press the delete key to delete.
Which one do I choose?
I'm making a heaven-like map on VR chat.
I'll be honest. I ain't got no damn clue what I'm supposed to choose.
Dame, dame. Dameo. Dame, Namio.
I don't even know what this fucking does.
Sugi, Sugi there.
Time currency. What? Is he gonna explain how to figure out what
that hashtag, or just go in front of it and delete it? And now all we gotta do is run Control O, press Enter, and Control X to exit etc locale.gen. Now if you run the locale-gen command, as you can see, it generates the locale.
Okay, cool, but which one do I fucking choose? I don't know what this shit means. ask the damn AI. It's not helping whatsoever. I'm gonna type in this guy. This thing. I don't know how to English. Yes. US, okay. Right, okay. I'm just gonna ask it. Fuck it. I'm sure it'll. You know what? We're gonna choose it.
For N. Now, if you run the loc and Control X to all we got key to delete that hash. O, or now if go in front of it and delete it, and
I believe that's the one.
now all we key to delete that hash.
I wanted to figure out what this meant before I did it. Because I don't know what UTF means. And I didn't. I mean, I know now. It makes sense now. I get it. Just a fucking encoder. And that's the fucking basic one everyone chooses, I guess. But I don't know. It don't make any sense to me.
Hashtag, or just go in front of it and delete it. And
fancy.
now all we gotta do is run Control O, press Enter, and Control X to exit etsy-locale.gen. Now, if you run the locale-gen command, as you can see, it generates the locale for n_us.utf-8, and there you go. We have generated our locale.
Whoa.
We want to
This is what happens when you
press
look away
Enter
for 5 seconds.
and Control X. And now all we gotta do is run Control O, press Enter, and Control X to exit etsy-locale.gen. Now, if you run the locale-gen command, as you can see, it generates the locale for n_us.utf-8, and there you go. We have generated our locale. We want to specify our locale in etsy-locale.conf because some
Whoa.
We want to specify our locale in etsy-locale.conf. because some programs will be checking this file as well. So in this file, we want to type lang equals en_us in capital letters dot utf in capital dot utf in capital letters as well -8, and one dot utf in capital letters as well -8.
Don't know why I decided to try to copy.
And once again, to write and quit, you want to run Control-O. Press Enter and Control-X. Now we can set our key map. I'm not going to do that because I already have the US keyboard layout, but if you wanted to change your keyboard layout on the terminal, you would have to run nano etc vconsole.conf, go into here and type key map and then, I don't know, equals IT or something. I'm just gonna leave it as US. You don't even have to type this because the default is US, but I'm gonna do it for formalities. So Control-O, press Enter, Control-X. Alright, so clearing the screen again. Now we want to specify the host name. So nano etc hostname, and I'm gonna name this computer Archie with a capital A.
We get to name the computer. Okay, where's my terminal at? So, this computer, where's the name at? It's not named for some reason. That's sad. Why is it not named? I always name my computers. This is a joke. Quick settings. No. Whatever. I've named this thing, I swear. I swear, I mean. It's weird. Unless I'm like blind or something or moved it by accident. I guess it's just the fucking what it is. It should be like surveillance fan or some shit. Let's go back in this video.
Host name. Now we want to
I
specify
love how
the
he
host
just like
name. So
cuts it
nano
immediately after
etc
typing.
Host.
So I can't fucking see what he's typing.
Yesterday I received this
Here and type key map and then, I don't know, equal default is Control-X. Alright, so clearing the screen again. Now we want to specify the host name. So nano etc hostname, and
What are we gonna name it? Artcraft. What should we name the Arch Linux? What should we name it?
What?
What should we name my my computer? I mean not my computer, but my Arch Linux install. What should the name
Generic
be?
femboy.
I'm gonna name it Femsmo. That's what we're listening to.
Explode. I'm gonna get high.
Hi Ban Ban. You're live on YouTube, by the way. So don't
What?
say anything fucked up.
I'm what?
You're live on YouTube right now.
I'm live at YouTube? What's
Yeah,
your channel? I wanna see.
Yeah, I linked it. No mic. Uh-oh.
Oh, look at that.
Ban Ban. You can't see
Is that
it.
your ties?
Yes. Look, squish, squish. You won't see it for a minute. We're naming my Arch install. We're naming it Femsmo.
I could literally hear Bam Ban's voice up from the stream right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna name this computer
There's nothing I can do about it. 'cause I'm
Archie.
not wearing it.
Control-O, press Enter,
Whoa.
Here's squish.
Okay. Control-O, Enter, X. Here. Oh. Don't know how I did that.
Control-X to writing point. Okay, so that's pretty much everything done that we can look at in this guide. The init ramfs, we don't have to do this because this was already done when we installed the Linux package. The The one thing we do want
What
to
you up
By
to?
the way,
Van?
Ben, I'm making a VR chat world.
You guys are
I'll
way
put
too-
installing Arch Linux for fun. With your Thai
I
high,
have
I
to
guess.
do it. It's like a rite of passage, you know? And especially doing it in thigh highs, like, this.
That's insane.
That's how we do it, yo. Look, I got pause. Oh. Pause. I don't know. Where's my cat? Look at her. She's silly. My hands are huge. You can go to sleep, you know. There we go. Oh, your tail is all fucked up. This is optimal. I have teeth too. I don't know, I'm out. If you sneeze on me, I'm gonna be pissed.
So run PASSWD.
I thought your cat keeps sneezing anyway, so.
What should we password be?
Enter and type it.
You like kissing boys, don't you?
I mean, obviously we're gonna make the password my actual password that I use for my name system.
A password. I'm just gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 because I'm not actually installing this as a usable system. But make sure you pick a good password for your root account. So it's gonna ask you to type a password again. I'm just gonna type 1, 2, 3, 4. Press enter and there you go. Alright, so you're probably going to want your own personal user on the system rather than using the root user, because using the root user for stuff, it's not very viable on a home system. So to add a user, we're gonna have to run user add dash m, which
What you doing right now, Van Van?
directory
Other than
dash
eating ramen. Other than eating, I said other than eating. Okay.
Or, yeah.
You should draw Nappa naked. I'm kidding.
Demonetized.
Demonetized. You're banned. I only said the word naked.
Capital G, that means we're gonna add us to a group, and the group's gonna be called Wheel, and you'll see
Wheel.
why I'm making that group later. And then space dash S space.
I'm skipping classes
/bin
today.
/bash.
I got online classes soon.
I'm skipping one subject. Cause I'm lazy today. And I want to do art. That's why.
I'm making a home world for myself.
Specifies
I'm gonna
the
make
shell
it
we're
look like
using.
it's
We're using
heaven.
Bash, so we can just use that. Then space, and we gotta specify our name. I'm just gonna call myself Denshi. So
We're gonna go with Nappa. Of course.
there you go. We've added the
Cool.
user. Now if we run PASSWD Denshi, you can set your
It's the same as a root password, by the way.
your own personal password. I'm going to set this to 1, 2, 3, 4 as well, so that's the same as my root password, although for security reasons, you might want to set your root password.
I never do
differently to
that.
your user
Not
password.
even in my
now
system,
we're going
like my
to want
main
to set up
system. It's the
sudo,
same.
so you can actually run
It's the
sudo
same as
commands.
this
Because
too.
if I use the su command to switch to the Denshi user, so su.
Wow.
Denshi, and if I try to run something as sudo, so let's say I want to run sudo pacman -SYU. That's done.
Okay, yeah, I should probably do that anyway. Well, I mean, that's not a bad thing to run. That's literally just your update. Yes. It's funny.
To update the system. If I run that, it's going to ask me for a password. I'm going to type my password in, and as you can see, it gives me an error.
Okay,
Denshi is not in the sudoers file. This incident will be reported.
It will be reported.
Fix that.
Mine doesn't
Well, first
say
of
that.
all, I'm going to type exit to exit
That's
regular
crazy.
user and go back to the
What?
root user. And now I'm going to clear the screen, and you're going to want to run editor in capital letters equals nano. That's going to specify the editor we're going to use for the next step, which is going to be space vi sudo or v. Sudo. So this edits.
This does not look like anything that I should be looking at right now or modifying. World War I and World War II, World War III. Okay.
Sudoers file. So scrolling down to the sudoers file, once again we're in Nano. Right to the bottom, there's the.
We're going right to the bottom. Don't know why, but that's where we're going. Because that guy told me to do
these
it.
Options over here. You want to go and uncomment this option, which is percentage wheel all equal.
Okay. That makes sense.
Equals brackets all on. This lets anyone part of the wheel group, which remember we added our user to, run sudo commands. So now that we've edited the file, we can run control. O, press enter, control X to write and quit. I'm going to clear the screen. I'm going to switch back to the Denshi user.
Yo! Hell yeah. It works.
We're going to try to run that sudo
I'm so
pacman
smart.
SYU command again.
I'm so good at listening to people tell me what to do.
Won't even listen. You won't even listen to me, man. Ain't fair.
And as you can see, it works this time. So just like that, we've added our user to the sudoers group. So we can now run commands with sudo, which you'll see a lot online.
Ain't fair if you don't listen to me, man.
Need this to install packages
I listen to you
as
sometimes.
your user. Now that we've done that,
Sometimes. It ain't always.
Sometimes.
Only when it's deserving.
The audacity.
I got a wrench. I'll beat you with it. It's not a wrench, it's a vice grip, but you know, same thing. It's also a hammer.
The first one is enabling core services. So
what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just loving the memes.
Memes. What memes are you looking at?
the only one we're going to be enabling today is
It
Network
took some
Manager
pen.
for managing our networks. So systemctl enable.
Yeah.
Ben took
Hey,
some
yo.
pen.
Hell no. I'm clean.
I think I've run a similar command before.
Network Manager. Make sure you use capital N and capital M. Press enter, and as you can see, it enabled it. Now, if
It
you
did
have
not. Okay, but why? It's not telling me. Error. Interactive authorization required.
have, let's say, a display manager like LightDM or GDM, you're probably going to want to run systemctl enable GDM or LightDM, but we'll get more into that later when we set up our visual environment. In the meantime, we're going to want to do the last key step
ignore this
before rebooting, and that's setting up our bootloader. So remember when we installed grub in EFI Boot Manager, there's a command on our system called grub-install, and then specify our disk. So in this case, it's going to be dev sda. Okay, we're going to press enter.
Okay. Why?
As you can see, it installed grub, but that's not over yet. We still have to configure grub. So for that,
we've already run into many issues, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Napa, installing Arch Linux is easier than p-ranking Minos Prime.
What? I don't know.
I'm just asking.
Let's find out. Let's find out. Where's fucking Steam? It's gonna. We're gonna skip. Vulkan shaders. We don't need those. This is gonna take forever to load. Let's find out. I don't even have Minos unlocked. I'm gonna have to P rank everything. I haven't done that yet.
Why did you immediately went to Ultra Kill instead of installing Arch Linux?
This is easier.
The immediate switch.
It's easier. My webcam's in the worst spot for Ultra Kill, by the way. My P rank preload is about it. Terrible. This fucking level sucks. It's too long. By the way, I suck at this game. Watch me die anyway. Okay. Who wants to get fucked up? I saw it, bro. You die. Ah! No! I suck. We're done. See, I suck at the game. That's why. This is easier.
Grub dash M.
Okay, where did I go wrong?
Do you play on regular or more higher difficulties?
I'm on standard.
I'm on standard as well.
Remember.
And how far? Do you think we're gonna get demonetized if we talk about Barack Obama?
I don't know, man.
Alpha, what would happen if we start talking about Obama?
I think I'm a robot. I don't talk about Obama. I have opinions about Obama that probably shouldn't be on the internet. I'm not racist, by the way. It's not racial at all. Sufficient privileges. Oh. I'm still in this. That's why. Cool.
Milsim ASMR, hell yeah.
Dude.
Okay. Big stretch.
What?
Not that loud.
You were very loud on the stream.
Was I?
Yeah.
Damn.
Cool. See, I'm genius. I'm so smart. I figured out the problem. I'm so smart, guys.
MK config.
Yeah, you're so smart. Congrats.
I'm troubleshooting.
Space dash O to set the output over to forward.
Let's type this out real quick.
/boot/grub.
Do you think we'd get in trouble if only someone reports you?
What?
Do you think your YouTube channel would get in trouble if someone reports you or something like that?
No.
Is it automatic moderation?
There's no way that this is against the community standards.
Enter. It's gonna.
Okay, did I type this right? I assume so. I did.
Scan for kernels, and there you go, it installed grub. Now that error where it tells you about grub disable OS prober, you can ignore that because we do not have that enabled. That's only
Is
used
that the kernel that I chose? He said something about kernel. I don't know.
useful if you're dual booting, which we are not doing today. Anyways, typing exit over here will bring us back to the colored prompt, so that's on the USB. We're going to want
Cool.
to run umount-a to unmount all of our drives that are not busy, and now
Yes.
now we can reboot our system and end up in Arch Linux. I'm going to run
Oh, that's okay. Hell yeah.
reboot, and we're gonna just cross our fingers and hope it works. As you
Please
can see,
work.
we're in GNU Grub. It's gonna
Oh. Yes, it's working. Yo.
send you to the screen as soon as you boot up. We're just gonna press enter or wait
It's not doing anything now.
for the timeout. As you can see, Arch Linux is booting up, and here we are. We're in
Did
the
I break
login
it?
for Archie, which remember is the hosting we specified.
Did I break it? Uh-oh. It says booting. Uh-oh.
Now my
it's just
username
really
once
slow.
again is Denshi. The password is 1.
So, force shutdown. Now turn on again. Escape. There we go. Fimton login. F. What? This is the right password. This is bullshit. That's the right password. Oh, wait. NAFA. Enter. I literally typed the right password, so I don't know what the problem is.
One, two, three, four, as we said.
Bro. What is this shit? I'm typing in the right password.
Shit, I'm gonna fucking fail when it comes to making architecture.
There's no way I fucked it up. This is bullshit.
Alpha.
What?
I'm gonna fucking fail when it comes to architecture because I'm bad at measurements.
If you've known
Bro,
me for a
why
little
did
bit,
it
you
switch to my other thing?
And we're gonna just cross our fingers and hope it works.
Okay. I have no clue why it wasn't working.
As you can see, we're in GNU Grub. It's gonna send you to the screen as soon as you boot up. We're just gonna press enter or wait for the timeout. As you can see, Arch Linux is booting up, and here we are. We're in the login for Archie, which remember is the hosting we specified. Now my username once again is Denshi. The password is 1234, as we said it before. And here we are. One thing though we want to check is make sure we have internet connection.
Ate
We set
something
up
good,
Network
Bam
Manager
Bam?
last time, so as long as we have an Ethernet cable plugged in, we should be able to ping denshi.org, and as you can see, yeah, pings it. So
Good thing
our
I
internet
remembered how to
connection
stop
is
that.
indeed working. Okay, so this is all well and good. But how do I set up a graphical environment from here? One thing though, I'm just gonna make the font bigger. Set font space
I'm not gonna do
dash D will double the size of the font on your system, so you might want to do that if you're installing on a small screen. So as I was saying, one last thing we want to do is set up some kind of graphical environment. A good graphical environment I recommend is KDE Plasma. So
That's
to
the one I
install
would
that,
get.
we're going to run sudo pacman-S Plasma, which will install all the basic Plasma stuff. And to boot up into Plasma, to actually log into it, we want to install SDDM. As well. Now we're gonna press enter and
Okay. There's so many choices. I know what some of these are.
and it's gonna ask for a password, so I'm just type
But I'm
password,
gonna let
1,
him
2, 3,
explain.
4.
Maybe you have to
Enter,
get them all.
and as you can see, it's gonna ask for the packages you want. I'm just gonna press enter because those are perfectly fine.
See? Yes.
Same thing for these packages, just press enter. Same thing for this as well, just press enter. And as you can see, it's got a lot to download, so we're just gonna press enter and let it start downloading that stuff. This might take a while, so just give it a second. I'm gonna come back when it's finished. Alright, so all the KDE Plasma.
My first Arch install, bro. Get excited, y'all.
What's with the y'all?
You too. What's Banban laughing?
Explode again, bag. My mom gave me
I heard you eating something
finally.
very loud.
What?
That was my water
I heard you
bottle.
ate something very loud.
That was my
I
water
wasn't
bottle.
eating something.
Look at my thighs.
My mom came.
Look at my gay ass.
That's
fucking
crazy.
thighs. Such a fucking twink, bro.
You are a twink.
This is a lot to install. I mean, we're installing all of fucking KDE Plasma, so, or I guess KDE stuff. I don't know. And it should boot right into it, so it should have a UI after this. I think. I mean, it won't boot directly into it. There's probably some command I have to run for it to do that. By the way, doing this, you have to do this first, and then you can use Arch install. It's like a rite of passage. You have to earn it. And this is me earning it. And next I have to get Hyperland, of course, because, I mean, rite of passage, right? Might as well install the most difficult Windows manager, right? Well, I mean, that's what people say is one of the most difficult ones, but I don't know. I wouldn't know anything about it. And I don't even like the way Hyperland looks. Hate me. Cancel me. I don't like Hyperland. I like KDE. Possibly missing firmware for module AST. Just ignore it. It's not a problem. No font found in config. See, this is what happens when you just ignore shit and don't do things you're supposed to do. I mean, the guy in the video is also having issues. Like, almost all of this, well, I mean, I have different things missing, but some of the things are the same, so, you know.
The packages have been installed now, but before we go into KDE, we want to make sure we've installed all the packages we want. So let's say we want a terminal emulator. Sudo pacman space dash capital S console. You have to have a terminal emulator on your...
Okay, yeah, I should probably do that. Sudo... And I do like console, so that's what I'm gonna use.
Hey Ben, do you have the slightest idea with
desktop
installing
environment,
Linux?
or you might be locked into it, so you can still type commands and do what you need to do. We're also going to want
Great.
maybe a text editor, so that's
Wait,
I should
actually,
have
yeah,
just
dude.
waited. There's other shit that he's downloading.
Kate.
Might as well.
It's the KDE text editor, and maybe a web browser, so Firefox should do. So pressing Enter.
Wow. We just won't. Why not? We don't need a web browser where we're going. Our Brave browser is not available in the Archuse repository. Fuck. We're getting Firefox.
Star. Imagine getting Firefox.
And Firefox good.
Enter.
When you think about it in the
Start
other way.
Downloading those packages, just give it a second, and there you go. So this should be pretty much everything we need for our little Linux desktop experience. So to start the Linux desktop, we're going to start SDDM,
Okay.
which is our display manager, and to do that, we're going to run sudo systemctl enable.
Okay, you're typing way too fast and talking way too fast. Slow down.
SDDM. But if we just run this by itself, it's only going to enable it at boot. We want to start it now. So to do that, we can run enable -- now. We want to start it now. And as you can see, it can run enable -- now. And then press enter.
Uh-oh. No way. This is ugly as shit.
And as you can see, it kicks us to the login screen. I'm going to type in our login, so in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's not working. It does not. It does not like my number pad. Holy shit.
That's our password.
I just did that.
User there. Press enter, and we should be booted up into KDE. Here we are. There's KDE. As you can see.
Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. I did that.
What?
I got Arch working. It's so slow. But that's entirely to do with it being on a virtual machine. I've done this before. I know how fucking KDE works. Look, guys. I did it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that.
You can see we have Kate, we got Firefox, and
Holy shit. I would install NeoFetch, but FastFetch is better, but I forgot the install script. FastFetch. Look at that. It's fucking Arch. I did that. I'm a damn genius.
And if we go into our application launcher, we should be able to find our terminal menu. There we are, console. And it wouldn't be an Arch Linux video if I didn't, first of all, install NeoFetch and then ran
fucking installed NeoFetch immediately. That's the first thing I did too.
NeoFetch. So I'm just gonna do
I mean, I
that
got fast
for
fetch instead,
decorative
but, you know,
purposes.
same thing.
There we are. But anyways, I've been
It literally looks the fucking same too. There's more shit here.
Denchi. That was a comprehensive guide to setting up Arch Linux. Goodbye.
Whatever. Look at that. I did it. Achievement unlocked. Fucking Arch Linux. I have Arch Linux now. I'm gonna post about this in my fucking story. Probably should have posted this on my story to begin with, so that people would watch my shit. I installed Arch Linux on a virtual machine and streamed it on YouTube with my thigh cam. Hell yeah. It works. I did this myself. I mean, I watched the tutorial, obviously. I mean, I'd be stupid not to. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And let's be honest, this is not useful at all. I mean, some of the stuff is there, and then half of it's just not. You have to know what you're doing. I don't. Oh, look, here's my fucking IP. Great. I mean, it's my local IP. So it's not that big of a problem. It's just local. That's what I would use if I was like connecting to a server or something. Or if I was using this as a server. Something like that. That's cool. Firefox works. Didn't get Brave because apparently you can't do that with sudo pacman. So it's not in the AUR. Thug him. I'm cool. I did that. I'm officially Arch, by the way. I can say that. I mean, I don't use Arch, I use Manjaro right now. I will eventually be using Arch, so.
Then get into coding, man.
P1 of us are, I mean, Alpha.
By the way, this is the most deep loaded that a operating system can be. Because think about it. All there is these things that I've installed. Only, look at how few things there are. These are things that came with KDE Plasma, and that's it. For the most part. That's all there is. Oh, it comes with Spectacle now? Hell yeah. Spectacle is awesome. That's what I use. Now, the question is, does it come with? I can get it. I just, you know, that's what I use for my music. If I can fucking find it, there it is. That's what I use. Oh my shit. But, I mean, Manjaro came with it for some reason. I don't know why. Look at all the shit that comes with this. All of this stuff. I mean, these are my games, but most of this, except for Krita, came with it. Material Maker. Oh no, I got that too. I was gonna do something with that. I got all these things. Some of it I installed, some of it I didn't. And this is just nothing. It's cool.
I got online class now. I'm using my Mac for now.
Good in time too. Like that was like perfect timing. Finish the install. I'm proud of myself. I did that. I installed Arch Linux. That wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Everyone like, I mean, the same thing with like Linux in general. I always thought it was like this crazy like tech shit that just like it was you're in the terminal and you have to do like fucking run Firefox. or whatever. I don't know what the fucking command is because I've never done it. But I thought you would have to do something like that to open it up. I mean, you can if you want to. I'm sure there's a way to do it. But no, it actually has a UI. And then, of course, Arch Linux. I mean, it's just a typical installer, except you get to choose what's inside of it. So it starts out as a terminal instead of having a graphical install. And it does have a graphical install technically. As I don't type in shit. I mean, that's Arch install, but you can do it the hard way if you want.
Okay, I'm safe. I'm given 1 more hour of raising period.
Yeah. Next stream, installing Hyperland. How does it even look? I'm sure it's not that difficult. It's not.
Next stream, install Roblox.
Roblox is so easy. It's just a pain in the ass. That was weird looking. What's this one? Why does it look like that? I mean, it doesn't, but that's weird. Am I doing that? No. I'm gonna rice. I've already riced my Manjaro thing a little bit. Not much. I mean, I have Nappa in here and I have this fancy stuff, but when I switch to Arch, I'm gonna rice it so much, bro. Like, I have like beginner basic stuff right now, but behind here it literally shows my fucking city, by the way. So good thing I put my webcam right there. Look at this. Look at my wallpaper, guys. It's cool. Also, if we go into here, it's transparent. Because I'm cool and I can do that. It was a
My ass
pain
is
in the
not
ass
gonna
to
make
set
it
up.
on architecture school.
Artcraft.
What?
I did one of the hardest tasks you can do in Linux.
Install Arch?
It's still hard. It's not hard. I mean, you just watched me do it. That didn't look that difficult, did it? This thing is ugly as shit, though. I'm tempted to change it up. This looks so different. I mean, just the basic, just changing that. I mean, it's already so much better. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe we shouldn't get Arch. Maybe we shouldn't be using Arch as my main system. Terminate. Close, please. We already have issues. There's already issues happening. I've barely even done... All I did was change the theme. And now it's mad at me. Whatever. Wow. Great. Thank you for telling me that. What are these ads I'm getting? Look, guys. It's 54 degrees. Or 57, not 54. It'd be really funny if that just said my fucking, city. Whoa. We don't need that. Also, what's up with this? I don't think it's supposed to be like that. It's installed, okay? It might not be installed well, but it's installed. Should we try to run a game on this? Oh.
Sure. Counter-Strike.
We don't have Flat Hub. Never mind. Never mind. It's fucked. We're done. It's dead. It's already cursed. Doesn't know what to think. Do we even have a file explorer? I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't. It's so annoying that I can't use my number pad. Is that what I wanted to get? Or maybe I'm installing the emulator. And not this. Okay, I'm probably installing this. So now, yes. Dolphin's right here. It's all empty. Okay, thank you for doing all this. And being in my face. This is not... Sounds weird. Probably have this up so that I get fucking striked down. Oh wait, Control H. I was trying to fucking figure out how to get hidden directories and with this fucking menu. I don't know why I did that. That's not a song that I want to listen to. See, this isn't... So short. Is there like not that many songs that she made? I don't know. I don't listen to fucking Pimpernel very much. I listen to fucking rock music, not rock, but metal, thrash metal mostly. .config. Wow. Look at all this shit. Even .local, right? I don't know. We don't need this. And why is Firefox still just like that? I'm sure it's not a problem. Just make this look neat. Why not? It doesn't, but I did it. Shit. Let's just end stream, why not? Valorant invite request? No. Why the fuck would I want to play Valorant? Hide this. Crafted, it appears your sister is trying to inform me while you're being, while you guys were arguing.
I would low-key care less, man.
I don't give that much of a shit either, to be honest. Guys, Arch, by the way. Arch, by the way, guys. Look, Arch, by the way.
Man, there's a cat. That's so cute.
It's a cat. What?
And Alpha, when I fuck things up, Scarlet usually tells her about it. Scarlet usually tells it to her friends. And like she's gonna be ranting about me spitting my image and stuff like
Crazy.
that.
I'm about to like flex on Joshy real quick. Hey Joshy, Arch by the way. Look, thigh cam. Look at that. Yeah, I did that on stream. On stream with the thighs out. In the Discord call with a bunch of Filipinos. I installed Arch and I put Kate E on it. I watched a tutorial though.
What was that?
I was flexing on Joshy. He uses
It's our friend from
he uses
Instagram.
Kali, I think, or he did use Kali at some point. Kali Linux, which is the hacker one. He's not really that. I mean, he used it a couple of times, and obviously since he's in the military, I'm sure he's had plenty of experience with stupid shit. But he's a Mr. Tech guy. He used to be a hacker in his heyday before he joined the military. Archive, remember when he was a hacker? I think you tried to get him to
what?
teach. Didn't you try to get him to teach you?
I guess.
I don't think you remember. It's like blowing me off like I'm being a dumbass. Yeah, he used to be hacker stuff. He'd do hacker things. Anyways, looking at this fucking console with Arch Linux is cool. And then being able to actually mess with it because I put it there. I named me the fucking computer fentanyl. This is the most like femboy, like trans girl thing possible. I'm not trans, but I mean I literally booted up fucking Ultra Kill halfway through. So that tells you all you need to know about my stupid gas. Meatball. She's fucking mouth breathing because she got some like respiratory infection. I have to get her some antibiotics at some point. Soon. Oh my goodness. What is your problem, bro? She doesn't like it when I wipe her nose off either. Do you need antibiotics? Yeah. Yeah, she needs antibiotics. She's also tiny. She should be way bigger than she is. She'll be fine though. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna give her antibiotics. She's not gonna like it because I just shoved them down her throat, I think. But she's been desensitized. So it shouldn't be too big of a problem. She won't hate me for it. She won't fight back too much. I mean, she'll try to stop me, but she won't like attack me or something. Alright. We did it. Let's bring in this. Why not? Should we play some Ultra Kill? Let's put this back over there. We'll just load up Ultra Kill. Love how it's audible through my mic. I really need to get a good pair of headphones, but I don't got any at all. I got speakers and that's it. Why did it close? Wow. Let's actually try to do this. Well, there's a lot of people that's playing this. about that? Probably didn't have to go all the way down there. There's no way I P rank this, but at least I'll complete it. I haven't played Ultra Kill in a minute, so I'm a bit rusty on these heals. I've always hated this level though. Oh right.
Okay, I think I'm the only viewer on your fucking stream.
Yeah.
No one's watching. Sad.
Ah. I'm ass, bro. I'm not even gonna restart. I'm just gonna complete the level. Probably get a better score than last time. Wow. Is that it? No.
7-1, man.
I'm so good at this game. Bro, I fucking keep on pushing the wrong shit, bro. I'm meaning to push the other button and then I Did I fuck him up already? Oh, I did. I don't know how I did that, but you know.
Oh.
I have no clue why I did anything I did. I got way further than I did like the last time I played this though. Played that level rather. But I hate that level. It's not that hard.
Can you do 7-1?
Huh?
7-1.
I'll be honest, I don't really like that level that much. Unless I'm tripping and it hasn't out yet. You know what? Fuck it. I'm sure he's not down there. What? Yes. I haven't played this level new, by the way. Oh shit. Did I do it? No! No! Is that it? Probably. Any more? I got A rank because I didn't do it in time. I would have P ranked it though if I did it faster. I used to have the best of any rank, I guess. It was a flat 4 minutes. That was sad. This fucking what's the goal here again? This? I think I'll fucking slide. That sucks. Probably not supposed to do it. By the way, let's see if I can P rank this. Get that. I did. I'm hitting so much hard damage. Let me leave. Let me leave. Okay. He is dead. I suck at this game, by the way. Where's the last guy at? Where is he? Somewhere. He's gonna be like the fucking enemy, bro. There's gonna be some motherfucker somewhere. I don't know where the fuck he is. I'm sure it'll be fine. There's no way I'm P-ranking this shit. Imperfect hatred. Why not? What can I P-rank here? Probably nothing. My problem is getting all the kills, because I'll be fucking slow as shit while doing it. What's in the sandbox? I forget. Look at my guns, by the way. Very cool. Very nice. Except for this one.
Oh. Handman's gone.
The fuck is this? Minecraft. Does this kill me? Yeah. It does kill me. Yo! Sick, you can split it open. Fake trees, it's cool. Boom my ass. Oh. 6, 7, bro. Suck. Alright, we're done. That was a successful stream, I guess. Catch you guys.
Successful?
Successful, yeah, it was damn successful. Look, I got.
What are you talking about, man?
I'm ending the
It's
stream.
just me.
I didn't end it. I have not ended the stream at all. We're still going.
Imagine if you try installing Roblox as of now.
It's so easy, bro.
I know it's a pain in the ass, but it's worth it to install, man. You should totally try some games. Y'all missing out. You're missing out.
Turns out it's really easy because Sabra's right here. I don't have to do the fucking stupid bullshit I had to do with on Manjaro. Not Manjaro, Ubuntu. Nope, that's not right. My balls is itchy. Here we go. It's not gonna work on my thing though. Watch, it's not gonna work. Maybe it did.
Uh-oh, I'm fucked.
Uh-oh, it did work.
I
Look,
accidentally
Artcraft,
joined
I did
the...
it. You happy?
What?
I did it. It was easy this time. I just didn't want to do it because I was being lazy. But it turns out, what is this?
So it was that quick.
Flatpak. Turns out Flatpak has it, so. Didn't have that in Ubuntu, I guess. Couldn't just search Sober and it would show up. That just lagged the shit out of my computer. Anyways. I'm sure that not many people are going to watch this. We did it in less than 2 hours, which is insane. I'm sure I've spent 44 minutes just fucking yapping and playing Ultra Go. So I guess about 2 hours we did it. So that's cool. Artcraft. Arch Linux.
Yeah.
It was so easy.
You should totally get... you should totally hop on, like, I don't know.
Hop on what?
Throw people in fucking Bloxburg.
Hell no. What? With a thigh cam and 2? That's crazy, bro.
Remember back when we used to be trolling people in that place?
Yeah, we fucking drove a car into some motherfucker's McDonald's. That shit was crazy. Y'all have a good one. I'm sure I'll stream again at some point. My streams are rare. My videos are rare. It's like 2 in the morning too. I usually don't go to bed at this time. I usually go to sleep way earlier. But fuck it. I just said that. That's crazy. See ya in stream.
Huh?